Hey everybody, Diane here, back with another Halloweek 2024 edition. Now, I'm gonna try to keep this short because I'm hoping some of you watched my last video, but I'm trying to make my videos better, and part of that was putting my face cam back in the video. I mean, the PNG tuber was fun, but, I want to have my face in the video, and, I cleaned up my office, so I might as well. But unfortunately, I realized all too late that my desk is way too small for my tripod, so I'm just gonna have to use my computer face cam. I'm hoping that the reappearance of my wolf hat will make it worthwhile in the end. But yeah, with that out of the way, we are playing Monster Prom, a game that I played twice on this channel in the past. And, I figure it's a good Halloween game. It's like a light game to get you into the spooky season before we get into the real scary stuff, which I have planned out in advance for the rest of the week. So, without further ado, let's get into Monster Prom. How many of you are there? Just one player. I don't have a friend to play with. For now, at least. Short game, full game. I'll do a full game, why not? Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. And sadly, my voice acting has not improved in the past few years. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are you? So usually I go for like the flame chick, but darn. I'll go with flame chick again. I like fire. I-A-N-N? Okay. Pronoun she. Okay.
Here we go!
Here we go! And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Screaming Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who was compensated for his rather small brain. Who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 4XX, so like over 400, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Alright, so the last time I played, I did Damien's route and Liam's route, so I'm thinking, since I'm wearing the wolf hat, I might as well go for Scott. Or try to, at least, we'll see. It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? We had only 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in that to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. As always, I do not have a problem with swearing in media. I just do not personally choose to swear. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. So let's see if my answers are different, any different compared to like the last times I played this. So, what would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely a great lover. If you hear banging on my door, that's my cat scratching at it. I see the phone number card. A sample of a more nutritious breakfast option, so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful garbage. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. I don't know if I ever got this question in times past. So what would be the coolest prize you could find in your box of cereal? So... I mean... this would be the funniest. I'm not a furry, I swear! Which is the coolest mythological creature? Mythological. I swear I have a lisp. I mean, probably that guy. That's probably the coolest, isn't it? Pardon me. Hello, little miss. Hello, little Miss Mocha. Was coming in here really important to you? Yeah? Alright then. Alright, back to the question. Which is the coolest mythological creature? Okay, so the answers are the invisible hand of the free market, this weird creature I drew when I was 6 and which is clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, but it's super cool and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? A sphinx who's super turned up and ready to party, and she wraps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly. She just wraps the riddle, but she wraps the riddles. This seems the most me. I'm not a furry, I swear. What criteria would you use to name your children? Something simple and friendly, like Bobby or Mary. I will research for a name that is pun-proof and joke-proof. No one will pick on them. A non-heteronormative name to give them freedom to define themselves on their own terms. Meh. No name? It's just too much work. My name plus 2, the second. Or just a swear word. It would appear the kitten found her bell toy. Probably, I don't want my child to get bullied. Okay, so Vera. That's a Vera thing.
Let's do this!
Alright, let's do this. Okay, so what are my stats? Smart 6, boldness 4, creativity 7, charm 7, fun 4, money 5. Okay. Oh. Okay, so week 1 morning. Okay, so the auditorium does creativity. Then we get money from the library. Smarts. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go to the bathrooms to increase my boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. Well, yeah, because I'm the fire chick. By skipping class and hang out in the bathrooms. Yep. Okay, gained +2 boldness. You notice Vera showing off an elaborate new necklace to Miranda.
Your one and only, Vera Oberlin.
Okay. They're the crown jewels of Lemuria. My family acquired them in a cutthroat business merger. Do you like them? Oh yes, very much.
Ugh, disgraceful.
Such a shame about the Lemurian royal family, though. What? They're all dead at the hands of their own servants. No, that was unavoidable once the true tragedy had taken place. They were no longer loved by their subjects. Feared, you mean?
Da 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 da.
Okay. Oh no, fear is so scary. Love is what matters. I could not disagree more. You there, settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are? Buy their houses, burn them down, then replace them with a water park. You don't need to convince anyone. Just make everyone who doesn't love you disappear. Tempting. I feel like this is the Vera option and this is the Miranda option. I mean, I said I was gonna go for Scott, but like I guess as like a backup option, I can go for. I'll go for Vera.
Oh, how majestic!
Oh, this was the Miranda option. Ah, yes, this is Daddy's strategy. The amazing thing is that once the bad people start to disappear without explanation, even people who used to be bad start being very good. It's like magic and so humane. Do you happen to know where your father put all those people who disappeared? Put them? No, silly. They disappeared like a magic trick. Ah, yes, I see. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts, as well as yet another reason never to visit Miranda's kingdom.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. So lunchtime, I can visit this guy. Okay, so that's the shop. I remember that. I'll go with Scott. Alright. As you approach your chosen table, you see Liam carefully framing his artfully arranged jelly dessert for a transcendent food pick when... FOODPIC! Ride those picks to victory! What? What does that even mean? When I say food, you say pick. When I say food, you say pick. Food? No. Food?
Enough.
Stop. 2, 4, picks, 8, food we appreciate. Food picks, go! Seize this incessant chanting this is instant. I've become my serpentine in my voice. What? But I'm trying to help you take the best food pick. You've been trying to take this food pick for like 20 minutes now. You gotta snap a pick so you can eat your tasty food. I don't eat, Scott. I only order this food so I can take pictures of it, and you're not helping.
Oh, bro.
I know. My cheerleading just isn't good enough. What I need is a cheer partner to take me to the next level. No, what you need is a swift kick in the... But it's too late. Scott's already chosen you as his cheer partner. Now it's up to you what the two of you will do. We've got to pick Liam up and toss him in the air. It's the only way to really amp him up. Liam's food picks are art, so we've got to use art to cheer him on. The quiet art of mime. I mean, I did say I was gonna try for Scott this round. Woohoo! I get it! Amp him up, like where the sky is. Let's do it! What? No, that's a horrible! Up you go, little buddy! Reach for the stars! Okay, I am actually getting some very artistic angles on my food from up here, but this is still not okay! Oh, Liam, always being sarcastic. He loves it! Wait, you chose to finally start understanding what sarcasm is? I'm not being sarcastic. You can't fool me, Liam. I know everything you say means the opposite of what I think it means. Liam eventually gets Scott to put him down by saying he loves being thrown in the air. Scott still somehow believes he did the right thing and gives you the most intimate fist bump.
Let's do this!
Alright. Week 1 evening. So the library is where his shop girl at. Okay, we'll Depends on what stats I want to boost. So I can get my charm, smarts, creativity. I feel like Scott might be in the gym. Because he's like a football star or something. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an I misread that. You delivered an inspirational, not uninspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot Scott and Miranda staring intently at a picture of a seahorse. This looks like a killer seahorse, Mary. What are you so worried about? Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift. And, well, you've heard of what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth?
What? Who are they? Why do they say that? What's in there?
I don't know. That is why I'm so distraught. I am terrified that I will accidentally look into this gift horse's mouth and see...
See what? A gross butt? Another tinier horse? A world without sports?
Yuck!
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
Oh, come on, Miri. You've got to find out. You've got to find out for... What's the thing Miss Ferratu is always talking about?
Science?
Yeah, for science. You gotta, right?
You realize Scott is looking to you for your opinion. They both are. What do you think Miranda should do? Don't you ever look that gift horse in the mouth. In fact, breed it with sea urchins to produce gift horses with tiny mouths. Look that gift horse right in its dang mouth. They only say not to because they don't want you finding all the delicious mouth candy. Okay, so this is Scott one. Gotta be. Scott claps his hands with glee and drags Miranda off so they can go look in her horse's mouth. The next day, you run into both of them, contentedly eating out of a wet paper bag. Hey bro, want some mouth candy? You were absolutely right about everything you said. This candy is marvelous. Please try some, I insist. Miranda holds something out to you. It doesn't look like candy. It looks like horse tonsils. Oh dear. You tell them you're not hungry, which they don't mind. More horse tonsils for them. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness. Week 2 morning.
Let's do this!
Alright, so stats at the start of week 2 are 9, 7, 7, 11, 4, 5. Alright. Let's see. So I think Scott favors boldness, so let's go to the bathrooms. That day you visit the bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy monster. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of +1 STD. Never sit on a toilet in a public restroom, especially not a dirty looking public restroom without toilet paper on it. Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on.
Hey.
We're discussing this recent novel, Two Lights.
It isn't a novel, it's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes with amazing abs.
Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash.
How ironic.
But I decided to like it ironically.
The thing is, there's this human girl with 2 guys who like her. But the guys are part of 2 enemy human races.
The wild Okay, so this is Twilight, but with humans. All humans.
the wild shirtless humans and the mysterious deep look giving humans. And it seems these types of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep look giving humans shine in the sunlight.
Did you know that's actually a lesser known trait of some humans?
I didn't. The thing is, the next movie will be released soon and we're super hyped.
Ironically.
We can't wait, bro. We need to satiate our hunger for two lights. This is your opportunity to show these two you're well versed when it comes to satiating urges. Go for it. Let's cosplay. Let's go shirtless.
We should write a new cosplay based on it. Totally not fanfic.
Let's go shirtless.
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, that's awesome. But who should be who? I mean, the shirtless ones turn into wolves, which is kind of a relatable thing for me, you know?
Scott. Scott, you lovable idiot. Are you sure that the shirtless humans aren't werewolves, actually, and the sparkly humans aren't actually vampires? Just food for thought.
And if I'm in if it means really showing my bod.
Well, I'm kind of an expert when it comes to staring mysteriously at people.
Touchdown!
Yeah, perfect team play. And I can lend you some glitter. I have tons of it for when I make cheering signs.
It seems that if you ask politely, you can get anyone to go shirtless. Who knows? You might end up being a true Two Lights fan. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Week 2 noon.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Okay. So ideally I would want to sit with Scott, but part of me wants to see what the shop girl's got.
What's that?
Welcome to my little shop. Buy some stuff. Okay. She's a lot of cursing. Okay. Too poor for this. Okay. A blanket with 2 eye holes. Literally just a white blanket with 2 eye holes in it. You'd have to be an idiot to mistake this for our ghost costumes. But most of our classmates are idiots. A penguin mask. You want this, you sick pervert? I had no idea you appreciated a good old... I have no idea what they're talking about. And something tells me I don't want to know. Some impractical yet funny glasses. Remember when these used to be cool? Now they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. Yeah, I mean they're fun, but they're not practical. A motivational poster. Crafting your art requires years of hard work. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great mentors, and tons of raw talent. But dang, that sounds exhausting, so let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay? The gift to that keeps on giving. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs given. Yeah. A sexy fake Latin accent. A corpse. Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. It is not as if I'm trying to dispose of it. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Let's see. I feel like...
Later, Gator.
Oh. Yeah. It's 0? Free! Oh, hilarious. A sexy sweater. It's itchy as heck, but form over function. Okay, so I'm wearing a new sweater, and it might turn me to -1 fun, 28 charm, and then, yeah. Alright. Okay. That's a lot of charm that it gave me.
Let's do this!
Okay, so Scott's kind of a bold guy, so I'm gonna have to try to get my boldness up. But you don't stop. Oh, I forgot to read the thing. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity, so you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says, "I'm bold as heck," and you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall! A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not, but maybe a bit bold, and then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. After you consider using the bathroom for its intended purpose for once, only to find all the stalls are occupied by the wolf.
Always believe in yourself.
Now I want a good clean competition and you're all winners just for trying. Bros, the way to be a winner is in a peeing contest is to be the winner of, yeah. Yeah!
Nah, that's not quite how it's spelled, but close enough.
Oh hey Diane, are you here to watch the competition? I love it. I love when sports team gets to try different sports. They judge the pee on every level, color, strength, smell, and the most important things about werewolf pee. I really hope I win.
Okay, so it's like literal peeing contest. I thought they were trying to like say, you know.
I really hope I win. I'd hate to be a loser in front of my fellow wolves. How can I make sure that my pee is the winningest pee?
Drink 3 times your body weight in yellow food dye to make sure you have the brightest pee. The best pee was inside you all along. I'll pee too in solidarity. I feel like Scott would be this kind of guy. Oh, so charming.
Really? I'm going to have Diane beside me? This is the confidence boost I need. Everyone in position? Ready, set, pee!
The wolves begin to pee ferociously, but none more ferociously or peeingly than Scott. This might be because you're standing next to him doing so badly in comparison. Apparently you're pee shy and are basically a leaky faucet besides Scott's hurricane. He's declared the win. I mean, if a hurricane is coming out of there, you need to see a doctor. And you're the ultimate loser, but just when it seems you might be the laughingstock of the whole school, listen everyone, it doesn't matter if Diane is horrible at peeing. I may be the actual winner, but everyone is a winner in their hearts and in their bladders. Everyone applauds. Scott winks at you, and it is the wink of someone whose friendship with you, or maybe more, is blossoming. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Oh, that's a high charm rate. Week 3 morning. I mean, I'll go to.
What's up?
Oh, I forgot to check. The cat was there. Oh. Okay. Okay. My bad. My bad. I forgot to check the thing. Oh well. I mean,
Thanks.
why not? Screw it. The glasses. Noon.
Let's do this!
Alright, so let's go to Scott's table. Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch because you can drink whatever the heck you want at this school, but Scott's not making it easy for her.
Hey Vera, what you drinking?
Scotch. Why?
Cause it smells like a delicious forest fire and I'm curious, what's it called?
Scotch.
Yes?
No, that's what it's called.
What?
Scotch.
Yes?
No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch.
It's mine?
No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scott's? That's just what it's called.
Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots?
I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people.
Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it's possible to be. I'm the most Scot.
No, God, what will it take for you to what will it take to get you to drop this issue? Scott's not gonna drop unless you do something. So you cut it and say, yeah, it's called Scott's, but today is opposite day, so everything that's Scott is actually Vera's. You're right, Scott, that drink is your birthright. Chuck. Yeah, so that's the Scott one.
You don't have to tell me 5 times. Bottoms up.
No, what are you doing? Stop.
Okay, I just drank the whole bottle anyway. You utter twit, that scotch was brewed for King Tutankhamun himself. I had to have an adventuring archaeologist betrayed and murdered for that bottle. What? Sorry, could you say that again? I was blackout drunk from all your Scots I drank. You're impossible. I'm impossible, hooray! You drag Scott away to escape Vera's wrath. He spends the afternoon doing all your math homework for you. Turns out Scott's way smarter when he's blacked out. Oh, okay then. Week 3 evening.
Let's do this!
Alright, so let's go to the outdoors. Throw a party. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. There you are, swiping through potential monster match dates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in distress. Okay, so he is here. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it in however you can.
Hey, bro.
Oh, hi there, Diane. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes, in fact, you were literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game, when suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals, and I'd never seen animals that could talk like that. I mean, other than the werewolves, if you're counting us as animals? Okay. And they were just so fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant heads made me their king. Which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be a king. Aw, poor Scott. It's up to you to help him rally. Scott, a good king is a strong ruler. Physically strong. If you can do 100 push-ups, you can be a good king for sure. True royalty has been inside you all along. Why else would your eyes be royal blue? This sounds like the... You know, he's a simple boy, so... My eyes are royal blue! Liam said they were cerulean. But I always knew that wasn't a real word. Clever Liam, he was clearly testing me. So if my eyes are royal blue because I had royalty inside me all this time, does that mean I have like a little blue king or queen inside of me? Is it like my true self? I always suspected such big muscles couldn't be of this world, so good old Scott's just a mecca for the little blue person to fight against evil. I wonder what my real world name could be. Sir Beef Wellington? Lady Macbeef? No, Lady McMuscles. Oh, so you're a lady apparently. That's fine, you do you. I should ask my loyal furries about that. Furries? Furries is what I decided to call those giant furry talking forest animals for short. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh dear. Thanks for helping me get my confidence back, Diane. You should come meet my furry friends sometime. Well, you've always wanted to hang out with Scott. Not too sure about these circumstances. But it's better than not hanging out at all. You gain +2 smarts and +1 fun.
Let's do this!
So she's in the auditorium. Let's go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor of Fangles potato chips. Maximum Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre.
Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube.
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato. Oops.
Misclick.
Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you?
I accidentally misclicked Scott's dialogue.
I don't know, is that a kind of jerky?
No, Scott, don't you realize that in order to harvest these goat heads, Spangles & Co. decapitate millions of innocent goats every year?
But what do they do with the bodies of the goats?
Nothing! It's a horrendously wasteful practice.
Oh no, all those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We ought to stop them.
Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but someone were to suggest one. Assemble normally a vengeful undead goat torsos, raid an extremely mean bog roast. This seems like the Scott one. Oh, that was the Liam one. My bad. Ah, yes, necromancy, the ultimate tool in the protesters' arsenal. You can see what I was thinking, though. Like, you can see that I was thinking of, like, you know, that would, like, Scott would be like,
Whoa!
you know.
Ooh, can I ride a goat? Can I? Huh?
Of course you can ride a goat. In fact, given your size, you'll probably need to ride several.
What's a several? Is it a really big goat?
No time to explain basic concepts, Scott. We've got an invasion to orchestrate. As long as you reanimate things, you reanimate some severed goat heads too. They'll eat anything, which totally helps you clean your room. I need a couple of those for my room. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. So that's the... Okay. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical butts off.
Do Damien!
Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity which has alienated me from my own true emotions.
Haha, you sound exactly like him.
Okay, you do Vera.
I'm Vera! I'm very smart and my hair is pretty and all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman.
Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work.
I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now.
Okay, what about you, Diane? Got any good impressions?
Just one, but it's a real doozy. Woof woof, it's me, Scott, a dog boy who is bad at impressions.
Look at me, I'm Polly. Look at me go.
Okay, so that obviously would hurt his feelings, so...
I do not talk like that.
Haha, yeah you do. You talk like that all the time.
Okay, maybe, but why is she running around the cafeteria rubbing her butt on everyone's lasagna?
Because she was twerking. I'm sorry, I got thrown off by the lasagna. Because she was twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it?
That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even an impression of me?
Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagna right now?
Fine, out of my way.
While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal with Scott. So romantic. Okay.
Let's do this!
Alright, so... Let's do the outdoors again. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Juan, the small, magical Latino cat. Dang, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Masuka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Masuka.
In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the groovy masuka all together. It's a party you will remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. You're practicing your very best monster mash when you hear the sounds of an argument. Which is so strange in these sacred hallowed halls of education. Well, JK, can you imagine?
Bro.
Diane!
Hooray!
They made me their king and they deserve the bestest, most wonderful king there ever was. And I'm gonna work as hard as I can to be that king, no matter what it takes. Scott, you realize they're not cute little baby animals in need of a king, right? They're furries. I know they're furry, Vera. I'm the one who told you that. No, Scott. They're furries. It's a kink. Yes, Vera, there are many kinks in my plan. That's why I need to work them out to be the best ruler. Forget it. Excuse me, did you say you need help being a good ruler? I know all about that. Being a king is easy, as Daddy always says. Ugh, my throat. Water. As Daddy always says, only live peasants can stage a rebellion. Oh, Miranda, I'm not really sure. Fear is your most important weapon. Your second most important weapon is actual weapons. Torture soup spoons, razor teacups, a knife on fire? You know, the usual.
I don't know, Miranda. I appreciate the advice, but I don't think that's the kind of king I want to be.
Nonsense. I'll go get you the butter knife shuriken right now.
It just seems so unnecessary. There must be a better, kinder way to rule, right, Diane? I want them to have a happy time under Scott the First. They've been so nice to me. They've written me beautiful songs, which are about my adventures, but most of them are the sorts of things I've definitely not done.
Okay.
And they've made amazing drawings of me, which are very, very generous in their proportions. I just think they deserve the best leader.
Generous in their proportions. Okay,
Okay, so normal rulers make their subjects pay taxes, but if you paid taxes to them, flag time, you can't rule a king with no flag. Without a flag, it would be just a bunch of flagless people.
And that sounds like a Scott thing.
You're 120% right! Flags are the best! Let's combine our art powers to create the very best flag ever!
You get into an intense art frenzy, which is kind of hot and intimate. Somehow the two of you end up shirtless and sweaty while painting and doodling. Oh my. After 3 hours of passionate art activity, you put your clothes on again, because of decently, but mainly because we don't have a shirtless model for Scott, and admire your work. You're gonna be a dating sim game without shirtless models for your dude characters? Whatever.
Whoa, this is genius!
No, it's actually a not so bad drawing of Scott shirtless in the word Scott rules. But sure, why not? You know how to take a compliment. Scott leaves all excited, ready to execute your plan. As your elders always say, any problem can be solved by drawing shirtless people. Later, you stumble upon Scott again. He seems quite excited.
There you are, Diane! Your plan was a success! My beloved furries seem to love a flag that's basically just me shirtless. They declared it a national day that should be celebrated yearly by drawing me shirtless. Which is kind of silly since they do that pretty much every day anyway. But the important thing is that now I'm the best ruler ever, and it's thanks to you. I would love for you to visit my kingdom someday. We might even celebrate Shirtless Scott Day together. Wink.
Oh. You're pretty sure Shirtless Scott Day will totally become your all-time favorite festivity. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. Week 5 morning.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Alright. I feel like going into the outdoors again wouldn't be a good idea. I feel like maybe that's more of like an afternoon thing. I could always go for more money, I guess. What is that? What is... Okay. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any freaking idea of how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to +$2 million. Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster Magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See, even Diane, a sensible monster with a good head on her shoulders and at least some plus smarts, is reading Monster Magazine.
Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight.
Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it.
Hooray, let's go solve another of the world's major problems.
No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Diane, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice.
By punching magazines.
No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musclebod, the werewolf prince / bodybuilder. Sorry that my voice acting is going. My voice is going. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? Sorry, I need a water break. All this voice acting is thirsty work. Anyways, so now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive.
We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough.
Psh, that's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover. Lean heavily into the warrior part. Storm Monster Magazine and hold the editor-in-chief captive. Oh. Okay. So... So either one of these could be like Liam, and I'm trying to go for Scott. This one seems like it would be the more Scott one. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with this one. Darn it, it was the Liam one. What a brilliant idea. 3-winged chupacabras are definitely an underserved population.
I played sports game against someone exactly like that, and he's always wanted to be a model, but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now we can!
Okay, so Scott liked it. You can and you do. You do all the pictures and make a mock-up of your own Monster Magazine. It goes hecka viral, and before long, it's becoming more celebrated than the actual Monster Magazine. Pretty soon after, you get a letter from the editor-in-chief officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority and relinquishing his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet, now you have a magazine, which instantly brings you +3 money. Nice! Oh, who are these girls? Hey, I know you were about to move on to your next misadventure, but I just wanted to say really quickly. As pretty much the only girls in the school shaped differently than the rest of our classmates. It was really nice to see a 3-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know? Aw, that was actually really sweet. The Coven is so much cooler when they're not babbling on and on about that end of the world nonsense and expecting your help with it. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates when they're complimenting you instead. Alright, yeah. Yeah, body positivity. Let's go.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Alright. Scott. You find Liam taking a picture of his food, and Scott taking a picture of also Liam's food? Ha! Yes, Scott. Snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore.
What?
Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. Ah, yes. Pokemon's Go. What do pocket mans have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43 Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Spoiling it? But pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pick. You take that back! Uh-oh, tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Scott's right, Liam. Why take a normal, cliched food pick when you could take a food pick of Scott capturing a Pokemon off your food pick? Scott, look over there! There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. I'll go with the first one. Good lord, you're right. The layers of irony are practically infinite. Go ahead, Scott. Capture your Pokemon. Okay, here I go. Wait, what are you doing? Stop molesting my pasta. That is not a sentence I ever expected to read. Stop molesting my pasta. Yes, that is a thing that was actually said. I'm not trying to grab your pasta, bro. I'm trying to grab Bernard Henson, but he's too slippery. Stop molesting my pasta. You imbecile! Bernard Henson isn't actually on top of my ravioli. He's an image projected by your phone. Are you sure? He seems so real. Let me try to grab him a few more times. No, my artfully arranged pasta pockets are in disarray, you fiend! Liam chases you and Scott away so he can rebuild his artful pasta arrangement. You bond with Scott by teaching him how to actually play Pokemons Go.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Alright. Okay, so let's go outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Oh my, that's quite a graphic image. You know, I thought this would just be like a fun game to start the week with. I wasn't expecting horror movie shenanigans, but oh well. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain +2 fun from poor Bob. Is that Juan the small magical Latino cat? Okay. You notice Polly and Scott on the lawn doing something. Polly is chewing determinedly on a hula hoop while Scott slowly covers himself in sunglasses. Despite your better judgment, you ask what they're doing.
Bro?
Yoga, bro, what does it look like? Liam said we should practice some yoga in order to cleanse our bodies of all the drugs and sports. And I was like, sure, I'll try anything once. So here we are doing yoga. It seemed like a lot of work to look up yoga on the internet, so instead we just made an educated guess based on actually nothing. Oh man, what if we're doing it wrong? Yeah, like, do you know anything about yoga? Do you have any tips for how to do yoga the best? Focus on deep, mindful breathing. I do yoga myself. You need yoga pants. Yes, yoga pants. Yes, we'll start with that. Yoga pants? Are those pants that do yoga or pants made out of yoga? Neither, silly. Man, I can't believe I didn't think of yoga pants before. She means YOGA pants, as in yielding organic gun armor pants. They're what battle mechs wear when they want to breathe down there. Down there. Okay. Yeah, That's what I wear when I do yoga too, Polly.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Of course you would want your gun armor to be breathable and organic if you're doing yoga.
Polly just happens to have 2 pairs of yoga pants in her locker. She and Scott lay waste to the countryside and get super limber in the process. You gain +2 creativity and +1 fun. Okay then.
Let's do this!
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, okay, so Catgirl's in the bathroom, so I can't go back there. Gym. Let's try gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes. By betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. Uh-oh, I'm about to... Well, I guess it wouldn't be too bad if I lost some charm. I mean, I got 32. I only have 32. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Scott catches up with you afterwards, panting with excitement. Hey bro, I was just thinking today about how much I like you and want to share all my favorite things with you. I thought about sharing my bones with you, but I don't remember where I buried any of them. Then I thought maybe we could go out peeing together, but peeing on each other's territory would be wrong. And I don't know how to share the moon, or even where it is right now. So I guess that just leaves my 2 favorite things in the whole world. Cheerleading and sports. And since you're not on the sports team, cheerleading it is. Let's cheer together, bro. What's that? You want to know what we're cheering for? Well, I thought I'd leave that up to you. What should we cheer, bro? We should cheer for the working class. Nothing will aid the rise of proletariat like a hearty cheer. We should cheer for each other because friendship is the greatest sport of all. Oh, let's go with that. Yes, we'll cheer for each other's cheering, and our cheering will make each other's cheering more cheerful. Scott picks you up and tosses you in the air, but before you hit the ground, he's in your arms, ready for you to toss him. Toss me higher, bro. With friendship, anything is possible. You toss Scott into the air, but somehow the force of your encouragement allows him to toss you again. You can fly. You fly into space. You crash into the sun. The sun is no match for your love for each other. So we're on the sun now. Okay. I can't tell whether this fire's in my heart. I can't tell whether this fire in my heart is getting me burned up by the sun or my love for you. It's probably both. You slingshot around the sun, traveling faster than the speed of light. You crashed into Earth 7 days ago, right before the opposing team scored a touchdown in last week's sport game. Wait, did we... You crashed into Earth 7 days ago, right before the opposing team scored a touchdown in last week's sport game. You obliterate the enemy quarterback, so we time traveled. Wow. Okay. Ah, yeah, cheerleading. Cheerleading indeed. And now you have an entire extra week to hang out with Scott, which won't be reflected in the game, you time-traveling cheater. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun.
Let's do this!
Alright. Okay, so Damien's here, and so is the wolf pack. You find Scott and Damien immersed in their favorite mobile game, Pokemon Go, based on the classic Pokemons. My Reginald Bosworth uses income tax audit. Oh no, my Lindsay Roberts never saves receipts. It's super effective. Haha, now for the finishing blow. Wait, what? Reginald contracted lymphoma. Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 999 emotional damage to him and his loved ones. Woo, I win again! Why are all your Pokemon so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make them all smoke cigarettes and live next to toxic waste dumps, obviously. Maybe you should stop that? Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match. What are you two nerds doing? Nerding around? Nerd up, nerds. Whoa, Scott, is that you? We didn't recognize you under all that nerdery. What are you doing playing a dumb video game for stupid babies? But Pokemon's isn't dumb, it's cool because... No way is Scott gonna come up with anything, but if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien. Show them that a phone equipped with Pokemon's Go can also be used as a football. Say nothing, help them with steamed vegetables. Okay, so the football things maybe makes me think that it's like the Scott answer, but I don't know. Okay, we'll see how the football goes. No way, I didn't know that was a feature of Pokemon's Go. It's not. She is just gonna grab someone's phone and you snatch Damien's phone, heft it in one hand, and fling it across the cafeteria. Hey, my phone! What the heck was that for? Yay, someone threw something. I'll get it. Whoa, bro, check out the perfect spiral on that throw. That's technique right there. Let's all install Pokemons on our phones right now and then throw our phones at each other. The Wolfpack bound off to play full contact phone tag. Scott soon returns with Damien's phone in his mouth. Damien's phone is pretty much destroyed, but Scott is so happy to be playing fetch with you. Yay!
Let's do this!
Week 6 evening. Okay, so let's go the outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll, the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Interesting. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +1+2 fun. After that, it's time for the most important part of school. Visiting Scott's Kingdom of Furry Animals, as promised. When you get to the forest, you find that most of the trees have been decorated with beautiful, intricately drawn pictures of an even more muscular-than-life Scott, having various kinds of... Oh. Okay. Okay. Diane, my royal advisor, here to royally advise me while I sit on my Scott throne and rule over my Scott friends. Aren't these sweet little furry forest creatures devoted to me? It makes my tail wag with joy. It is at that point that one of the sweet little furry forest creatures' giant head falls off, revealing a very startled looking mummy. Yep, Vera called it. Bunch of kinky furry people doing furry stuff in the woods. Oh no, what just happened? Is he hurt? My little panda friend hurt, or... Was my panda friend never a panda at all? Oh, no. Scott will not be losing his pure joy and innocence over some furry's garbage costuming skills. Not on your watch, not today. You think quickly. You know how deer shed their antlers and then they grow back? Talking furry forest creatures shed their heads. Scott, that panda must have been a cursed prince, and now you've turned him back into a person. Yeah, this one will work. I've heard about those kinds of curses before, and I broke the spell with my love for my furry friends. As their king, of course, I don't love them in the way. They draw me loving them. They are very interesting pictures, though. Thanks for helping me out, Diane. I guess I love you too, in a way. Wink. And you guess you love him too. And you love gaining +2 fun and +1 smarts. What a goofy guy. What a goofy guy. Who will you ask to the monster prom? None of them? Oh, gee, I wonder who who I said I was going for. I can't remember. Oh, wait. Oh, let's just go with Scott. Ask Scott to the prom? Yes.
Let's do this!
Prom? I'm not sure, bro. Uh-oh, am I gonna get rejected? I have a kingdom rule, and attending prom doesn't seem very responsible as a ruler. I don't know about history. Maybe some other king or queen has stopped ruling their kingdom to attend prom? I should check. I mean, I think you're the person I trust the most, and I'd love going to prom with you. My kingdom! Sometimes a good teammate has to make sacrifices for the team. You know, the teammate is me, and the team is my kingdom. Oh, and the sacrifice is not going with you. No! Oh no! No! I failed! I failed!
Oh, bro.
I truly am sorry. Sometimes there's not enough space in one Scott for both ruling a kingdom and love. Bye. Oh no! I failed! I failed! Darn it! I thought I was doing so well too. Scott leaves and you swear you saw a manly tear running down his cheek. That's okay. You started all this to seduce Scott, but now you put more value on his happiness and on his pursuit of a career as king of a totally fake kingdom. You stay by his side as the best furry concierge that has never existed. Your relationship with Scott strengthens, and in the end, his kingdom sees
King
that.
Scott!
Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Scott thought his kingdom and love weren't compatible, yet it seems to be quite the opposite. Scott's subjects started drawing lots of suggestive art pieces depicting the two of you. Oh, I should feel so special. Facing that explicit art made you rethink the nature of your relationship, and it ended up being closer to all that. Oh. Diane, best at impersonating a plate of spaghetti. Scott, most likely to be a good boy. Okay, so I got 1 of 34 endings. One new secret ending, 16 new events, 16 new outcomes, 25 of 422 events, 25 of 1514 outcomes. Alright. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. I got the achievement, True to Yourself. You've been true to yourself and always chose the right option. Okay. Scott and Polly started attending yoga classes. They were highly underwhelmed by the real thing. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. Oh, that was an unexpected achievement. Their latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure, Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Miranda got a job being princess of her kingdom. Which was actually kind of her job already. I mean, yeah. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. So I didn't go to the Monster Prom. How sad. I certainly did try. Is that Slenderman? Huh. I certainly did try. Well, that sucks. I thought for sure I would have gone to the Monster Prom with Scott, but I guess I failed. Oh well. At the very least, I tried. Maybe next time I will get to go, but oh well. Oh well. Well, that's gonna be it for Monster Prom. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The ending might not be satisfying, but, you know, we had some laughs, we had some fun. And that's what really matters. Maybe next time I'll get to go to the prom. But for now, that's gonna be it. I'll see you tomorrow for the next day of Halloweek 2024. And, yeah. Yeah. Alright, bye. See ya. Yeah. Yeah.